I may have annoyed quite a lot of Liverpool fans, and it's led to quite a lot of interesting messages. And to be honest, it might have gone out of hand. Let's see. We're going to react to some of them, and yeah, we'll see how bad they are. These are going to get worse as we go on. And I'll be honest, at one point, somebody who I know's mum did message me. So, you know, I may have annoyed Liverpool fans to the point where they feel the need to message me, but we'll see what they said. These are all on this post where I got asked to go on the show by Coral. They asked us 3 weeks ago to make a combined 11 of Everton versus Liverpool. And at the time, Everton were in a good vein of form. We just beaten Chelsea 3-0. This is when this was filmed. And Liverpool were in one of their worst stretches in the last 6 years. So we were naturally not confident, or we just felt that Everton's players, pound for pound, or across the 11, did have the slight edge. And it ended 8-3 to Everton. We gave them Mohamed Salah, I think. No, we didn't. We didn't give him Salah. It was Njai. But we did give them Van Dijk. So the main thing they were angry about is that we put Pickford over Alisson. Firstly, before we look at the comments, Alisson's injured. So if it's a combined 11, what, do you want an injured goalkeeper? Anyway, let's get to some of the mean comments. Because some of these made me laugh, and some of them just left me confused. So hopefully some people can help me out with what they actually mean. These fucking divs. These fucking divs are exactly what's wrong with footy these days. Let me just show you what's wrong with footy. These three guys, myself included, Everton fans. Come on, we were being tongue-in-cheek. But Chris Boxall, I think that's how you say it, does not agree with this. Unfortunately, it was a private account, so I can't see if there's any more to this. But Chris, with what I believe is money for eyes, does not agree that football is good because of us three. And if we just disappeared, football would be in a great place. And maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. Let's see. Let's see if the comments agree. I'm interested. Next. Funny. Okay. I'll be honest. I read through some of these beforehand. This one I still don't understand. Let's see. Funny the washed up players and someone done nothing at the two scorers. Where's Alan Turing when you need him? I have no idea what this actually means. I'm not being overzealous, the hyperbole even. It's actually scrambled my brain. What does this mean? To be fair, one of the lads that we did that video with did call Mohamed Salah washed up. And to be fair, at the time, Liverpool fans were saying it. They had Frimpong in their team ahead of Salah when they were picking teams. And obviously, he was dropped for that PSG game, which was around this time. And he's leaving. So, at the time, this was a valid comment. Of course, that means he's going to score against us, but that always happens. Still think he may be, though, but let's see. Let's see what else we've got in this collection of very interesting people who clearly weren't happy. Or maybe happy. Who knows? 3 more Scotty Road there. All Evertonians are scousing that. Listen, this to me feels tiny bit like projecting, because obviously a lot of Everton fans are Scouse. And the fact I'm not Scouse doesn't mean I'm not aware of it. I know I'm not Scouse. What tickled me with this was Scotty Road being referenced. I lived there for 3 years in university, which makes it even more funny. But, you know, we're not going to reply to Ben Wood's 6552 here because he's not going to believe it anyway. But I'm glad he got that point across. He's definitely happy with that comment. You can tell with the exclamation marks. But yeah, Everton fans aren't just from Liverpool. Who knew? And to be fair, I could have put about 8 different comments that said that, but we left it out because it would get boring, wouldn't it, Ben Wood 6552? This is the stupidest video I've ever done, I think. What is going on here? But anyway, Spaces? I don't know. Maybe he sat on his phone. Who knows? But anyway, nope, I still can't figure it out. Let's just move on, shall we? The battle of who's more brain dead was between you three. This is in reference to one of the other lads. Not me, by the way. Why am I catching strays? Said, in relation to Mikalenko or CAI'S, it's the player that's least brain dead who gets into this combined 11. And listen, I like Mykolenko. CAI'S has been poor this season. Mykolenko has been poor this season. It could be a bit of a nibble, that one, you know. He might have nibbled a bit on that one because he's heard brain dead and then gone, no, you. Because it must be. Honestly, this is the first time I'm looking at some of these. So I'm figuring it out as we're going along as well. But next, let's see. 3 clowns and 0 knowledge. Cannot say I am surprised. This is a classic case of, I don't agree with you, therefore you have no knowledge on what I think. Or my belief is correct, my opinion is fact. I think this is what the vibe I'm picking up here from Shenson. But fair, everybody's entitled to their opinion. We thought Njai was better than Salah. Is that crazy to say? Is it? James Garner as well? He would get into the Liverpool team, I think. He was one of the better players in the derby. And listen, just before we go to the next one, I've not ever seen a rivalry like the Merseyside Derby where one set of fans, like Everton, we can be bottom of the Premier League and we still get under their skin so much. I think on that video on Instagram, it's got about 30,000 views and about, say, 250 likes or whatever. And there's about 190 comments on it because people have nibbled so much. Anyway, it was tongue-in-cheek at the time. This is still tongue-in-cheek. But hopefully the comments settle down and we can all go back to living our lives. These know their footy. Fucking virgins. Who told him to start with? Who told him? Because I'm pretty sure that's been a secret. But Sean Colts 86 clearly has got the inside track on this information. I have no idea who told him, but he's spot on. He's spot on. And these comments, these are ones that were hidden on Instagram. I had to unhide these to see them. But honestly, they make me laugh. It's like, that is angry. He's angry. Oh, well, I don't think there's any sort of way I can win him back over. I think Sean Colt 86 is somebody that won't ever in my life be my friend, which is a sad travesty of a situation to be in. But anyway, I digress, and we have to move on, Sean. It's a worthy contender, and I'll pick my favourite at the end. And this is going to be up there. It will be up there. Next, we've got this one. I had to blur this one, I'm afraid, because I don't think I can read out that word without getting a warning or maybe a ban. So let's blur it out just to be safe. I think people will guess what it says. And this is another angry comment by Bob. Bob is not having a good day. Bob is not having a good day. He's probably seen his team just win a Merseyside derby, and Bob is still fuming. Bob is very angry. And Bob has a great taste in hats, I can see. He might like this one, but I don't think, no matter which hat I'd wear now, that mine and Bob's relationship is salvageable, because I said James Garner was better than, I think it was Sobersley, or maybe Gravenberch. Either way, it's true. Gavin M_nations_events verified. Must take this man seriously. This is why you shite are clueless. And listen, Gavin is on private, but I did have a look at the account. I did, and I'm scared to say anything here because Gavin is the owner and founder of Titanium Combat. Wait, sorry, it's in caps. Owner and founder of Titanium Combat Academy / Fire Nation Events, Limited Kingdom Combat Championship - Nation Muay Thai and K1, Raw MMA - CAF contender. My boys. I'm not even gonna enter the metaphorical ring with this guy. Does Muay Thai. So, Gavin, fair play to you. I'd shake your hand if you were here, but Gavin, you keep doing whatever Titanium Combat Academy offers Nation events too. We can't forget about Nation Events Limited, Kingdom Combat Championship as well. And I hope the Muay Thai goes well. But Gavin, you could have done better. I think like the owner and founder of Titanium Combat Academy could have done a bit better, I think, given that high status you've got. And next one. This one might be my favourite one, and I've got props for this one. Nothing screams a Welsh blue more than them webs. Ha 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 ha. What the fuck are they? And I've got them here today. Here's some I've got. Listen. God forbid a man own a pair of shoes, because that is the first thing. That's the first thing I need to address. I'm sorry for owning shoes, especially these shoes, which are plain, unbranded, and good for shoots when you work with brands. Listen, that's fair. And these are the cultural shoes of Wales, to be fair. So you go to Wales, everybody will wear these shoes. It's a part of our culture. It's a part of the tapestry of Wales, really. But I've addressed this situation, and I want to build like some bridges here with Tom Smith 0902, because I feel like the only limiting factor with us being friends is my choice of shoes. Is this better? Is that better? Because if it is, Tom Smith, if you're watching, I feel like that's the only barrier, and then we can maybe have a cuddle or something. Who knows? But anyway, cultural shoe of Wales, shoe of Liverpool. So you can see that I'm going halfway to try and meet you here, but you know, if your mind has been made up by my football opinions, that is also fine. Anyway, I am going to go as far to say, let's go back to it. I am going to go as far to say that this is my favourite, I think, the shoes. He's the only thing he's seen is my shoes, and that has been the point of his entire insult. Can you say it's insult? I don't really see being called Welsh as an insult. I am Welsh. If you're going to insult me, say something. Don't just say I'm Welsh. Anyway, this one is the winner of the video, and I did like... Which one did I like? I liked this one as well. I'm just going to stand still for the screenshot so we can see. Anyway, this one, good. Shoes, better. And, yeah, leave a like on the video. Any of the Reds watching this, feel free to subscribe and like the video. If that's something you want to do, we can be friends. We can work this out. Anyway, thank you. Until the next time. I promise the next video won't be as weird as this. But, you know, it had to be said. I had to address this video and everything that came with it. Anyway, have a good day.